Hello, everybody. I decided it was probably about time, since we have this new surge of COVID-19, it's probably about time to be doing some more Pastor Carla PSAs. So today's PSA is about masking. And I know many of you have heard on the news that they've started to say that cloth masks, like the ones you may have bought in the store or somebody may have made for you, are not as helpful to keep out Omicron COVID particles, for example. And they're starting to talk about whether they might encourage people to have more N95 masks, KN95 masks, the more heavy-duty masks that fit much tighter, but that also can allow you to have a little bit more certainty about the ability for your aerosols not to infect somebody else and somebody else's not to infect you. Many of us are not going to be able to get those, either because we just don't have the funds to do that, or because pretty soon everybody and their brother is going to be buying them as much as possible. I think some of the aldermen in the city of Chicago will be having some to give away, but I suspect those will be heavily desired, and I suspect those will be picked up right away. So I have no idea if you'll be able to get one. What I have heard from doctors is that if you cannot wear one of the more surgical mask type things, like one of the more heavy-duty KN95, N95, one option is to double mask. And you could always, of course, put on two different cloth masks, I suppose. You'd want two different kinds so they don't there's no gaps at your ears or anything. I have been double masking for at least the last week. I had a COVID exposure, and then I had COVID symptoms, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't sharing with anybody, so I put on two different masks. So the first one I put on is one of these just sort of general disposable masks. They're ones you can get that you still can get in Walgreens, you still can get at Jewel-Osco, probably other kinds of places, and often they come. Even we have them here at church for Sundays. If you come and you don't have a mask, we have some of these. So if you want to double mask, you're going to go after that, and you're going to put on a cloth mask. Now, mine happens to be a pretty heavy-duty cloth mask, but you can see that the way my mask fits right now, there's sort of little gaps, and there's places that I could probably breathe in quite a lot of outside stuff, and then up at the top, it doesn't fit. Even if I kind of fit it to my nose, it doesn't fit really great. So what you do is you put the cloth mask over top of that. Now again, this is a really good, strong, heavy-duty cloth mask. It does make it a little bit harder to breathe, but that's the whole point. You don't want your breath to go getting everybody else sick, and you don't want everybody else to go get you sick. So you would wear this so that you have a little more tightness around the sides. Pretty much if it gets past one mask, it's not going to get past the other one. When people have been quarantined or isolated and then are trying to go out and be around other people, doctors are recommending that you wear a very well tight-fitting mask. Again, this is an alternative to one of those KN95 masks or something like that. I hope this has been a helpful information for you. I hope that you are staying well, and I hope that you are finding ways to make it through with your sanity and your humor intact in the midst of this pandemic. Thank you.